4 stocks that I believe can help me build my wealth over time. Like many of you, every single week I put money into the market trying to build my wealth over time. And today I'm going to take a quick look at 4 stocks that are on my watch list that I believe are great buying opportunities for me right now. Each stocks are sitting in different markets. We're going to see some in the semiconductor industry. We're going to see some in the gaming. We're going to see some in the automotive market. At the same time, I do believe even though they're in different markets, they are all in emerging markets, and I believe there is huge growth optionality for all of them. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, check out the pinned comment for free Discord, free newsletter, and a lot of great investing links. So let's get started. So the market in the past few months has been very volatile, and for numerous reasons, right? High interest rates, high inflation, also kind of hearing things like consumer spending going down. And I do believe this is kind of creating a lot of negativity noise in the short term of things, but as a long-term investors, it could be providing some form of buying opportunities. So the first company we are going to take a quick look at is Qualcomm. This is in the semiconductor industry. We can see from year to date, the stock is down 26.5%, and we can see pretty much from its 52-week high, the stock is down over 27%. This is one in the semiconductor industry, and like I kind of mentioned earlier, we are kind of seeing kind of news of a slowdown in consumers. So a company like Qualcomm, who gets most of their revenues from things like handsets, which are mobile devices, and provide a lot of solutions for the overall mobile market, it has taken quite a hit with consumer spending going down. But Qualcomm does hit other markets. But because this is mainly a consumer product right now, I do believe stock price will be very volatile. At the end of the day, Qualcomm is doing pretty amazing things with the automotive market and the Internet of Things markets. And these are markets that I believe will continue to grow over time. Some recent news about Qualcomm. This is a company that on April 4th completed an acquisition of Arriver. And Arriver increases the solutions that Qualcomm has for the automotive market. Now they have competitive solutions for ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. Again, like I mentioned, right now the automotive market is very small for Qualcomm. Internet of Things is still kind of small for Qualcomm. Most of the revenue comes from consumer products like cell phones. And I do believe stock price may continue to be volatile for that reasons, but in the long term of things, the automotive market is one that I believe has huge growth within the next few years. The second company we're going to take a quick look at is TSM, another company in the semiconductor industry. For those not familiar with TSM, this is one that makes the chips for other chip companies like Qualcomm. We can see year to date, the stock is down about 22.9%. Semiconductor stocks, even though I am huge in the semis, I didn't purchase much in 2021, but now in 2022, when we're seeing kind of a lot of negativity, I am honing in semiconductor industries. Both Qualcomm and TSM are recent additions to my portfolio, ones that I believe right now are sitting less than 2% of my total portfolio, and that's why I want to increase them. I want to get them closer to that 3%, to that 4%, maybe even the 5% for some of these semi industries. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and keep listening for this great offer we have for the community. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investments. So I'm proud to partner with the Motley Fool to bring you a discount for one of my favorite services the Fool offers, the Motley Fool Stock Advisor. Go to fool.com/Jose to sign up and get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor has been a market-beating service. So what are you waiting for? Thanks again for the Motley Fool. Now on to today's points. If we take a quick look at most recent revenue from their most recent quarter, most of the revenue comes from smartphones. So again, we're kind of seeing that slowdown in consumer products. So investors might be worried with TSM. I do believe this is kind of providing buying opportunities because there are other markets that I believe will continue to grow, like HPC, like the auto market, like IoT, and others as well. So right now, if we take a quick look, they did share their monthly report for March. They share a monthly revenue report, and in this March 2022, revenue were up 33.2% compared to the same time last year. So there's still huge growth in this market. If we take a quick look at February numbers, they showed that growth was 37.9%. So even though we are kind of seeing consumer spending going down and talks about it, the overall TSM still shows strong revenue growth, which I believe bodes well for the semiconductor industry. The third company we're going to to take a quick look at is one in the software industry. This is Unity. This is now one of my top positions in my portfolio, and I do believe it's looking very, very attractive right now. If we take a look year to date, the stock is down about 34.5%, and we can see from its 52-week high, this stock is down over 54.9%. And I do believe right now at current prices below $100 is sitting somewhat attractive. So Unity, for those not familiar, this is a company that provides solutions for the gaming market in form both the creation and post-creation process. This is a company that does well if their customers do well, and they are pretty much a toolbox for the overall gaming industry. Not only the gaming industry though, things like real-time 3D solutions are also pretty impressive in architecture, animation, what else? Construction, engineering, manufacturing, and the list, AI simulation, the list goes on and on. So they have huge optionality going in the future. In their most recent year, they were up 44% year over year. And for their upcoming year of 2022, they expect growth of around 34 to 36%. So this is still a growth company. If we take a quick look, the Unity did share a report about the 2021 year for them, and they say that publishers on Unity platforms built 93% more games in 2021 than 2020. Another thing that they mentioned is in 2021, the number of Unity creators increased 31% compared to 2020. So what are we seeing? We're seeing creators build more games, but we're also seeing more creators coming into the platform, which is overall great bullish news for the company. So Unity makes the list. This is one that is a lot more than 5% of my portfolio, but I don't mind increasing it a little bit more. Now we're going to take a quick look at CRNC. CRNC, with this current kind of pull down, that's not been well, if I may be honest. We can see it's down over 70% from all-time highs, and year to date it's down almost 59%, 58.8% to be exact. And CRNC is a company that provides artificial intelligence conversational for the automotive market. One of the reasons that this company has taken huge hit is the automotive market is still in a slump. Cars are not being produced as fast as they were before, and that is affecting the growth rate for CRNC. At the same time, I do believe automotive market has, once all this gets settled in, this is a market that will boom over time. If we take a quick look, CRNC, 54% of global auto productions come with CRNC technology. That is more than 50%, that obviously 54, more than 50%. So that means more than 1 out of every 2 cars, if you could kind of divide a car into pieces, come with CRNC technology. And that to me is very, very impressive. They did see strong growth and their contract years are super high. Another thing, so we mentioned here, March 23rd, we can see big players continue to use CRNC for their technology. For example, on March 23rd, a luxury automaker in China chose CRNC technology. We can see one of the big players, Volkswagen, expanded their partnership with CRNC and are starting in the Golf 8 GTI. Volkswagen is a huge market globally, so we can see they are definitely still growing with great partnerships. So like I mentioned, CRNC is one that has taken quite a hit. This is one I really want to build up at these price points. A market cap of $1.3 billion, a company hitting artificial intelligence conversational. I do believe this eventually could be a potential market acquisition if it doesn't do well, but if it continues to go with the way it's going, I do believe this could provide me with great returns over time. At the same time, automotive market is very slumpy right now, so it will create even more volatility for this kind of stock. Again, all these 4 stocks I believe in the short term could see more negativity than positive, but in the long term of things, they could provide me with a lot great results. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.